This Metaverse project is about to list on exchanges, and it claims to be a hyper-realistic, massively multiplayer online open world game with realistic textures all based in virtual reality. But what I want to know is, can I really 50 to 70x my initial investment in a short period of time? Being new to crypto investing, I had to learn how to do research for this project. I had to learn what to look for because I really wanted to understand if I could get a return on my investment if I put money into this. So I'm going to walk through some of the research I did for this Metaverse project, and then at the end of the video, I'll share what I decided to do going forward and how I might invest in this. So I kind of stumbled across this project called Victoria VR about a month ago while I was researching some other Metaverse stuff, and I think it really stood out to me at that time because I just finished watching season 1 of Westworld, and the website for Victoria VR is made it seem creepily similar to Westworld. So when Facebook decided to go full meta and rebranded, my perspective of the metaverse as an investment opportunity shifted. So when I combine the Facebook move with the fact that Victoria VR is utilizing Oculus and it's based on the Unreal Engine, I really had to dig deeper into this project. So since I'm based in the United States, I can't participate in pre-sale events. So the first place that I wanted to start was looking at the tokenomics. And what I care about is what the picture is going to look like when the token is initially listed on an exchange. Victoria VR plans to circulate 10% of the seed allocation, 10% of strategic allocation, 25% of the community pre-sale, 50% of the main sale tokens, 10% of the strategic reserves, and 10% of the Kucoin spotlight supply. So that makes the total circulating supply at the initial exchange offering 676,997,288 VR tokens. So the initial market cap is listed at $2 million. So the opening price at IEO should be about the same as the main sale price, or 0.00295. So just looking at that, does this project have the potential to produce 50x gains out of the gate? Drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Also keep in mind, I know nothing. I am new to crypto investing and I did all of this research on my own, and I'm not really sure if I'm proud of that yet or not. But consider this your government mandated warning. I don't agree with my government protecting me from myself, but if you're into that sort of thing, I'm not a financial advisor, and I failed the Series 65 a long time ago. This video is for entertainment only, and that is all, even though most financial advisors probably know little to nothing about crypto. So what really bothers me about this project is this giant max supply of 16.8 billion tokens. The project is valued at close to 50 million, which means if we hit that market cap, then we would be trading at about 7.5 cents, which would be a 25x from the price at IEO. But to really have the best chances in the short term, Victoria VR has to hit that market cap before new tokens are unlocked and released into circulation, which basically means within a month from IEO. So to sort of gauge overall feasibility, I tried to find another project that had recently released and been listed on an exchange that was similar to Victoria VR in its fundamentals so that I could compare the two. And that's what I want to talk about next. But first, a quick word from my sponsor.
Hi, everybody. Harry Carey here.
To put this into perspective, MetaHero is currently sitting in a market cap of a little over 1.1 billion, and that's as of November 29th. And for VR to hit that market cap based on the initial circulating supply, they would have to trade up to $1.68, which would represent a 569x increase in price from the initial launch price. Now I'm using MetaHero as an example here because their max supply is listed at 10 billion, which is like the closest that I could find to Victoria VR in the same category. And it's important to note that MetaHero has been working on that big market cap since sometime in July. And what I tried to do was find out like what their market cap was about a month after IEO. And you can't really tell from coin market cap here, but from the research that I did, I think it was around 150 million. So I could be wrong on that. You guys check me and leave a comment if you find something different. But the reason that's important is because if Victoria VR was to hit that $150 million market cap in the first month, they would need to trade up to 22 cents. And that would represent a 73x gain if you got in somewhere around the 0.002 mark where they launch. And if this is interesting to you, go ahead and click all the YouTube buttons so that we can stay in touch. And if not, then
just go, man.
So in doing sort of a thumb in the wind demand assessment, I wanted to look at the Twitter profiles and some of the social communities and the level of engagement and activity. So I wanted to see how Victoria VR stacked up against a couple of other projects about a month leading up to IEO. And to do that, I used the Wayback Machine and I used Social Blade. And what I discovered is that Victoria VR had about 8,200 followers around October 19th. And so around the time of this recording, they had about 44,000. And that's about a 5x in the month leading to IEO. However, conversely, Elamon had 42,000 followers and about 111 tweets on October 17th. And on November 10th, they had hit 160,000 followers, and they launched on November 12th. So that was a 3x leading up to IEO. And then conversely, MetaHero had only 21,000 followers at the time of launch and now has 150,000. And more on like the qualitative side and this is super subjective, but I don't feel like the same amount of engagement and interaction is happening within the Victoria VR community as some of these other projects leading up to their exchange listings. And maybe that has to do with the relatively small marketing allocation, but I'm not really sure at this point. I mean, I'm all about, having a great product over amazing marketing. But the reality is right now, there's not very much product to show. So the product can't really speak for itself. So as an investor, if I want this price to move and I want to see a nice return on my investment, there needs to be something more behind this in order to bring money into the project. So the Discord server has about 2,000 members, and what I notice is that there are really only one or two people from the Victoria VR team who are actively engaging the community. Now, they were super helpful and fast to respond when I asked some questions. So as you're doing your own research, I encourage that you go to the Discord server and you ask questions as well. So here are a few things that I see as risks to investing in this project. The first thing is that the team seems inexperienced compared to other teams that are running successful projects in the same domain. The second thing is that the max supply is just so huge, 16.8 billion tokens. You guys let me know if you think I'm overreacting about this or not. Do you think that 16.8 billion is just necessary for what they're trying to achieve? I mean, I know 50% is allocated to the ecosystem. It just seems like a lot. Let me know what you think in the comments. The next thing is that marketing just seems really weak here. There's really not much hype, not much communication with the community, and there's not very much game footage to actually build demand and confidence in the project. And then lastly, the team changed the tokenomics after initial investment rounds, which speaks to, I think, number one, about just the team's inexperience. So a private investor was pretty pissed about this and mentioned it on Discord. So I asked some additional questions about it. And basically the response was that they listened to their advisors and made the change to make it more appealing to public investors. So what am I going to do? Well, I think with all of this considered, I'm going to make a small investment into this project if I can get a good price at the initial exchange offering. So if I can get in between 0.002 and 1 cent, then I'll go ahead and put a little bit into this project. And if I miss it, then I'll just wait until there's a dip. And if it makes sense at that time, then I'll buy. But I'm just looking for a reasonable chance at like a 10x return on my investment. The Kucoin Spotlight sale started just a few hours ago, and if you're not American or Canadian, this might be a good way for you to get in early on this project at the 0.00295 price point. And I've left an affiliate link down below so that if you don't have a Kucoin account, you can sign up and get started. It would help me out. Oh, geez, I have affiliate links now. I'm going to wait on the IEO though, because I don't have a choice. Curious to hear from you experienced crypto people, and if you're new like me, what you think about this project and the video. Leave a comment down below. I'll read everything and do my best to respond to all of you. You can get more information on this project at Victoria VR's website, DAO Maker, and Kucoin. I'll leave all the links down below in the description. So good luck, and click the notification bell if you want to be notified when I release new videos.